My idiot girlfriend decided to put laxatives in my sister's drink during her graduation party, and my sister exploded. My girlfriend is someone who can only be described as not the sharpest tool in the shed. Some of her highlights including breaking the toaster by trying to toast a peanut butter jelly sandwich, destroying the shower head by trying to hang on it and do pull-ups, and pulling idiotic pranks. These pranks are mostly harmless, with things like salt in coffee being a favorite of hers. However, she does not know when she is not to push the limit and when she has crossed boundaries. This is something I know and forgive her for, but it has caused some serious conflict between family members. Last year she decided to prank my father on Christmas by giving him a box of bullets. My father has served in the army, but he found it surprisingly funny. It was my mother who thought this was way too far and gave out to my girlfriend. Now this prank itself isn't very bad, but a few months ago she decided to prank my family again, and this time the prank was a little too far. She decided it would be a good idea to plant firecrackers everywhere in the house while she was visiting. On every chair, toilet seat and couch. Wherever you could sit down a firecracker was there. It took my parents 3 days of torment until they managed to get rid of every single firecracker. My parents were furious with my girlfriend. They ended up going low contact with her and told me not to bring her over again. This hurt my girlfriend deeply, but after a long talk with her, she accepted their reasoning. I told her she had seriously crossed a line and she should not be surprised that my parents reacted this way. I have to give it to her, she made some serious progress over the next few months. She did not pull a single prank, not even on me, and I ended up telling my parents about her progress. They were very pleased and my sister decided to invite my girlfriend to her college graduation. The graduation happened a week ago, and it's safe to say my girlfriend will never speak to my family again and I am inches away from breaking up with her. So this graduation party was held for all family members after the official graduation, and it was held at my parents' house. I talked to my girlfriend before it and told her not to pull any pranks as my parents are pleased with the progress she was making. She promised she would not. Most of the party went without a hitch, with my girlfriend conversing with everyone and my family seeming to enjoy her company. This meant a lot to me and I was very glad with this development. But then something weird happened. I was talking to my sister, just shooting the poop, when all of a sudden she excused herself and literally sprinted upstairs. Wondering what just happened but not giving it too much thought, I got myself another drink. 15 minutes went by and my sister was still in the toilet. I went to check on her and I heard her crying. I asked her what's wrong and she told me to give her a minute. I obliged and went downstairs. The first person I saw was my girlfriend, so I decided to ask her if she knew anything. My girlfriend was a bit tipsy, and therefore did not hesitate to laugh and aloud say, "Oh yeah, I slipped some liquid laxatives into her drink." I knew I was going to pull this prank on someone tonight, I just didn't know who. Don't get mad though, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I was appalled when she said this, and refused to say anything to her besides telling her she effed up. I went back upstairs to check on my sister and she came out by that point. Not gonna lie, the laxatives did some damage. It looked like she had pooped 3 days worth of breakfast, lunch and dinner out, with the toilet looking very much brown, and even a large chunk of the seat and outer portion of the toilet was covered in quickly drying brown. My sister started to cry, which got the attention of my parents. Her white dress had some stains of brown on it, and I could understand why she was so mad. I would be too. The whole time I kept thinking whether or not I should tell her what really happened, but I decided against it for the time being. My sister ended up causing a scene and telling everyone to leave the party prematurely, which included my girlfriend and I. My girlfriend and I had a huge and long talk when we were home, where she begged me not to tell my parents and my sister what happened, and she promised in turn not to speak to them again. This whole event has shown me a very immature side to my girlfriend, and for the past week I have been seriously thinking of ending the relationship. I still haven't told my parents though, I don't know if I should.